Actually, clients are not difficult. They are just anxious about the session. They just wanted that session to be perfect, and for their baby or in the maternity session or even in the baby session, they just want everything to be perfect. And I go very slow with the session so that I don't want to rush them in anything because moms are fragile. I know they are tired carrying so much weight, so I like to make them as comfortable as possible. First, they are little hesitate. I know they are because they are giving their newborn baby to some stranger in some stranger's hand. I let them be with me with the baby, and then as the process progresses, they get relaxed and they trust me. Newborn baby, I suggest 6 to 10 days old babies. That is the best time for them. Babies are mostly sleepy. The main thing is to stay calm, be patient, and communication. We have to keep our communication open. We have to keep the ideas clear. Yes, of course, it is really expensive because we have to invest a lot in our equipment, and those are not like that cheap. We were having the family pictures, so there is one sibling as well, 4-year-old, and mom started just emotional and crying and tears were rolling down. This is really happening, and I was like, oh my god, I'm doing this all amazing things. I am creating that beautiful memories for them, and I am part of their journey, and it felt so nice, and I felt so confident, and it was amazing feeling.
Welcome to today's episode, where we are thrilled to introduce a truly talented and a passionate guest, newborn baby and a maternity photographer, who has beautifully blended her passion for photography with the joy of motherhood. Based in New Jersey, she is a young mother and a passionate artist who has creatively set up a professional studio right in her home, allowing her to balance her family life and her thriving photography business seamlessly. With an eye for capturing the tender moments of maternity and the magical early days of a newborn's life, she creates stunning visual stories that families cherish forever. Her work not only reflects her artistic skills but also her deep understandings of the nuances of motherhood and her cultural heritage, bringing a unique warmth and authenticity to every photo. Join us as we explore her journey from moving to the US to bringing the sought after photographer in her community. Originally from India, Yogeshwari has made a name for herself through her company, Lumos Fine Art Photography, capturing the fleeting, precious moments of new beginnings with a touch of magic and warmth. Join us as we delve into her journey from India to New Jersey photography scene and discover how she brings each family's story to life through her lenses. Please welcome Yogeshwari Patel. Welcome Yogeshwari to WhatsApp Pro.
Thank you so much, Gayatri, for having me here. I'm truly honored to be here and so excited to be the part of this journey. I really admire how your platform brings out and highlights so many unique stories. I'm so thrilled to contribute to it.
Thank you for being here. So tell us first of all, why did you choose this particular niche, like newborn baby and maternity photography? That's your specialty, right? So why did you choose this niche?
Yes, I chose this particular field because I'm so fascinated by the idea of new life, the strong bond, the growing family is really excite me, and it helps me do creative work process. So I just wanted to go with it, go with the newborn sessions and newborn maternity sessions.
Nice. So before we begin and deep dive into your all your projects. Can you tell us about your background, your childhood, your education? When did you immigrate to USA? About yourself.
Of course. So I grew up in India, and a very open-minded family. My mom, dad, my two brothers, and the actually my photography, this passion came from my family only. My mom, dad, they used to take us to studio every now and then for the family portraits. Then they had their own. We have our own cameras, and we used to take a lot of pictures. So we have dozens of albums at home, and like that I started. And then as I grew older, then I got education in engineering. So I did bachelor's of engineering, and after marriage we came to USA. We got opportunity here, we came here to explore new things in 2007.
So when did you decide to take photography as a career and not engineering? Since
Yeah. Yeah, so photography was always a passion. It was like hobby to me. Always I used to be the photographer of my group as well, always taking picture, always camera with me everywhere I go. And then when we came here, I saw a lot of opportunities with the photography. So many beautiful places, so many nice people and everything. So I started taking pictures of them. I thought of read more about it, learn more about it, and then when I decided to select it as a career, and I knew that it takes more than a passion to succeed in it. So I did a lot of education, lot of workshops, classes. I did classes from the New York Institute, and so many hands-on work, one-on-one work, and like yeah, that's how I started the photography.
nice. So when you say you took a lot of classes, you took classes in New York, New Jersey here. So can you suggest few workshops for any new upcoming photographers that who are interested in taking this as a career? What do you suggest?
Yeah, of course. So that back then when I started, there was not that many information available on online as well. So I took a approach of classes, going to the workshops and everything. Nowadays, if you want to learn basic photography, basic knowledge, you should have basic knowledge of camera, how we are handling lights, and what are the settings we had to do, because we shoot in raw and we had to take as much information as we can. So I think knowledge of this thing comes first. We should know all these things before deciding to go for any niche that we are selecting. So you can either go online classes, or you can search, or YouTube is a great platform. You can search so many courses. There are so many workshops going on in New York as well, ongoing basis. So that you can join. You can take pictures of your friends, families, and free of cost, and of course and you can refine your skill.
Yeah, so we'll come to the business part of it, then passion. But how did you find your first client in the US? Like first paid client?
Yes, so I was doing all these things, taking pictures of friends and families, and refining my skill continuously, and posting it through the social media and all the platforms. And anyone what inquiries coming on the social media, I used to showcase my work over there as well. And then this client, she saw my work and she contacted me, and it was my fortunately it was the first birthday party. This was this little handsome guy and we I went there. It was a 2 hour party. I took pictures. They loved the pictures, and it all started like that. And then from there she referred me to her so many friends, and just my business started taking shape. Mouth of referrals has really helped me a lot along the way.
Mm. So, like, Turning your passion into business is really a tough job because, when you're passionate, you just keep working and you don't think about the business part of it. So how was this transition? Like, how did you set up your business? Like, how did you take your passion into business?
Yeah, so I know if I want to succeed in a business, I have to look business as a business and not just a creative outlet. So I started researching about it. What should I do? What are the laws? And what are the insurances I had to go? What are the investments I had to do? And yeah, everything came nicely. I got to connect with nice people. Photographers also helped me a lot. Our photographer community is really good. Whatever questions we have, they are really nice to answer it all. And started arranging step by step and started my own business.
Nice. So this Lumos fine art photography, right?
Yeah.
How did you come up with this name? It's a very unique name.
Oh, thank you so much. Lumos is a Latin word for light. So, and light is a essence of capturing pictures. It's a essence of this art. So we are capturing light. So I always wanted to search the name like that only, like it will relate it to light. And I also feel it's magical, like newborn and maternity is magical. I feel they are the magical sessions. First birthday, so many nice magical moments. I wanted to give that magical touch with this name. Also, I think that this my art is bringing light and joy to my clients' life. Like I'm capturing their beautiful moments, freezing them in time. So I just wanted to do that. And fine art means I'm taking the photograph and I'm crafting it to a masterpiece and beautiful craft for them. So that's why.
Nice. So how do you pick your client? Do you like pick and choose your clients or they just come to you?
Yeah, they mostly my client base is referral based. So anyone likes anyone likes my session, and then they will refer to their friends and family, and yeah, they contact me. I'll show my work to them if they like my work. I'll keep the all the communication open, and I listen to them. If they like my work, we go ahead with the session.
Nice. So take us through the process of your actual session. Like, how do you prep for let's take a maternity photo shoot. If you have a shoot today, like, what's the process that you go through? How do you prep yourself?
Yeah, so the if we are going with the maternity, that process start very early. So right when the client's contacting me, so we decide whether we are doing the studio session or outdoor session, or like that. So if it is outdoor session, I'll suggest them some places. I'll also go and scout places for their selection, what they like. I ask them a few questions about how you want your session to go, and what are the colors you want, and if you want like more simpler sessions, or like you want to add some details or something in that. So like that we do, and then we select the location or in the studio. Then if in the studio we go ahead with the artistic vision, the whole which kind of color tones they both are wearing, and if there is sibling. So with that, what are the props will be there. I usually ask them to bring their ultrasound pictures. That is really a great thing to add in the picture. That is the first picture of their child. So yeah, that if it is outdoors, we go to the location. I go at least in half an hour before to this location, so that I'll set everything before my clients are here. When they come, when I either in the studio or outdoors. I'll just make them relax. We'll chit chat. We'll talk about some things here and there, and then make sure that they are comfortable with me, because I know they are nervous, because it's once in a lifetime we are doing all these pictures. So they relax, they get relaxed, they trust me, and then the process start from there. And I go very slow with the session, so that I don't want to rush them in anything, because moms are fragile. I know they are tired carrying so much weight. So I like to make them as comfortable as possible.
Nice. And about the newborn babies, it's
Yeah, newborn babies also. So I ask them to contact me at least like 1 to 2 months before, so that we can discuss about the session. I want to know what they want through this session, how they want their pictures to turn out, if they want to add any particular things in the session, like culture wise or heirloom, or do they want any particular kind of setups. I also ask them to select the choices of colors, props, and everything, and then they'll do that. I also tell them that this is not compulsory that you're selecting this, so we are doing this only. But yeah, it will get me a idea of what you want, and I can be ready with it. And then when they come, they are very tired. See, please, I'll make the environment little comfortable for them, calm and quiet, and yeah, we start the session from there. First they are little hesitate. I know they are, because they are giving their newborn baby to some stranger in some stranger's hand. So I understand that thing, and I let them be with me, with the baby. And then as the process progresses, they get relaxed, and they trust me. And
what are the babies usually? Like typically, what age do they do this newborn baby?
newborn baby, I suggest 6 to 10 days old babies.
Oh,
That is the best time, yeah. That is the best time for them. Babies are mostly sleepy, and uh, they are not aware of the surrounding much that time, and is safer in that days. But depending on mom's recovery, baby's recovery, if they want to delay, we can go till 1 month as well. That is not a problem.
because like see in our culture it is said that till 1.5 months we don't go out.
Yeah. Yeah, sometimes I come across with clients, some they say like that as well. That is also not a problem. I just go ahead, then I suggest different kind of poses, props like that to them. I did newborn session for 2 months old baby as well, because of the same reason. So it goes well. It goes good.
Any other kind of like cultural differences do you see here in US especially?
So there are every family is different, every culture is different. There are so many things to learn about, so many things to know about. So I just keep communication open. I just ask them questions beforehand. How you want to be? I don't want to hurt their feelings, so I just go how they suggest, and I add my creativity to it, and I suggest them that yeah, we can go like this. If you want to add, sometimes they want to add their wedding rings, the tiny toes, and their dupattas, like that. So many things, and sometimes like some god things are there. So I like to add all the things like that in the session. I also ask them if they have any particular hobby, or if they want to incorporate their job, like how they want to do. Like sometimes we met chef, sometimes we met musicians, artists. So and also IT people. So I like to add all those elements as well in the pictures, one of the setup.
Nice. So where do you set up all this in your own home or do you have your like separate?
Yeah, I have my own home studio. So that room is dedicated only for my photography. I have installed the backdrop there. All the props are there. mostly props are there. I have so many props. And I keep everything ready for the clients as well, like to for their comfortable.
Have you come across any difficult client? Like they demand a lot, and sometimes it doesn't go with our artistic views. So
Yeah,
does it
yeah,
that?
it
What
happens. Actually, clients are not difficult. They are just anxious about the session. They just wanted that session to be perfect, and for their baby or in the maternity session or even in the baby session, they just want everything to be perfect. So sometimes they just want to add more of their views. So I listen completely. I calmly listens everything. I ask them questions, and then I add to my ideas also in that. Okay, you want to do like this, we can add like this to it, and it will look beautiful. And sometimes they don't have vision of how the setup will be, so I'll just create it and I'll just show them, and they will love it, and they trust me. Mostly they trust me, and it goes well.
do you have any like memorable photo session that will always be with you?
Yeah, there are so many different stories are there, unique stories are there, because this is like life-changing moments. So there are there is one family. I was taking pictures of the session went through. We had different setups and everything, and when we had finally we were having the family pictures. So there is one sibling as well, 4 year old, and mom started just emotional and crying, and tears were rolling down, or this is really happening. And I was like, oh my god, I'm doing this all amazing things, I am creating that beautiful memories for them, and I am part of their journey, and it felt so nice, and I felt so confident, and it was amazing feeling.
Yes. What kind of challenges do you typically face when doing these sessions?
Challenge, yeah, every session comes with their own challenge. Sometimes we had to think about the lighting, we had to think about technical aspect of the sessions, if it is at the client's home. So I always carry my umbrellas, that soft boxes with me. If it is in the studio, is everything is set up, so that part is taken care of. But yeah, babies also different, all the babies are different, so I can sense how the session can go, and I go with that. So like, if babies are uncomfortable like posing session, I go with more wrap sessions. So I'll wrap the baby, and then they'll becomes very comfortable, sleepy, and it goes right.
Right. So what kind of equipments do you use? Like what is your go-to equipments for, say, outdoor maternity?
Of course, the camera. I use two cameras. The lenses I use like 24 to 70 and 50 prime lenses. I like more. 50 or 85 is best for maternity. And then there will be a few props with me. Um, and yeah, like that we take. I don't like to go with lights, external lights for the maternity session. I like more natural kind of light. But yeah, sometimes there is a low light situation as well, so I just carry some small soft box or shoot through umbrellas with me for the session. I ask my clients to carry their ultrasound pictures and water, snacks, something for them.
Nice.
Because
How about newborn babies? Because the harsh lights, they don't go well with the babies. So
it doesn't go well with the baby. Yeah. So for the newborn session, it is always in the studio. I prefer in the studio only to be safe. So the I use 7 foot umbrella, shoot umbrella for the newborn session, and for the newborn session, all these technical things are there, but we had to see the props are safe. So I invest in high end props, and posing aids, posing pillows are there, and wraps are there. I invest in good quality blankets, wraps, dresses, their hair pieces, and everything. So those are important things. We need to have white noise machine with the studio because it helps soothism. So it is good for the session. It goes good. So baby shoes and like that. Those are the important things I use it mostly.
So recently, your one of your pictures was selected for a magazine, right? How,
Yes.
tell us how did that happen?
Yes, so that is for the baby model magazine. Other magazines are also there. So I just they ask us to share, and that is on the selection basis. So they ask us to share if you want to participate in this magazine, and then I'll send my pictures. They liked it. They it goes through a selection process. They have judges and everything, and then they select the pictures and they publish my pictures in the magazines. Many times throughout the year they did selected my pictures, and and the last November they selected my picture for the calendar as well. So 12 photographers they selected from over the world, and they selected my pictures as one of the month.
That's nice, amazing.
Thank you.
Any key lessons that you learned from Lumos Fine Art?
So, key lessons is the main thing is to stay calm, be patient, and communication. We had to keep our communication open. We had to keep the ideas clear that what you are going to deliver, the things, what they want, and you have to be patient with the client because they are anxious. That is not their fault. They just want everything to be perfect, and I'm here to serve them. So uh, I let them communicate with me and add their ideas and my creativity, and it goes well with that.
You are also mother of two children, two, right?
Yes, yes.
So how do you manage
Yeah.
time, like work-life balance? How do you manage it?
Yeah, my kids also help me a lot in my process. So mostly I do sessions in the daytime, in the morning time when they are in school, and the editing process always goes in the night time. So I just keep that balance that when I'm with my kids, I'm giving my I make sure that I'm giving them enough time and my focus for them, their activities, and then I ask their help as well. Like if we are going for the weekend session, they come and help me. They carry things for me, and I just like to involve them in the photography process, and they love it. And I like to reward them as well. Like sometimes I take books, sometimes I take them somewhere. It's a nice and happy process for them as well.
So you do post-production also for the pictures, right? Like you
I
edit.
do by myself, yes.
So what is
I
that? How does that process go?
Yes, I after the so taking pictures is the one thing, but then if you want to make them a masterpiece, a craft, so we had to make them in post production. It goes through. I use Photoshop, Adobe Photoshop, and very carefully I edit all the lights and skin tone, everything, and of course I like to keep it as natural as possible because I don't like to add many extra elements to their skin to make them like artificial. It should look like more natural. My technique is more natural, and yeah, I invest a lot in this education as well. So I keep on learning new ways to edit more so that it will consume less time and great efforts.
So where do you see this maternity pictures and newborn pictures? Where do you see this trend going now? It has changed. Like every year, the new trends come up.
Yes, yeah.
How do you keep track of these trends? And where do you see in the next like 5 years what will be the trend?
Yes. So, of course, the trends keep on changing. The views keep on changing. I keep close attention to how it is going everywhere, and I feel that nowadays people like more simpler things. So they focuses more on the subject, like if maternity, like they doesn't like to add so many things, elements to it, like newborn pictures, so not so many props around it, just simpler clean pictures they like more. So I think, yeah, going minimalistic and clean is mostly the great approach nowadays, and they like to incorporate cultural beliefs as well.
Some time ago, there was a trend of taking pictures like every month, right? 1 month old, 2 months old.
Yeah,
Do you do those kind of sessions too, or
I
that's
do.
you?
Yeah, I do. I do that too. It is really nice. I feel so much connected to the clients like that way, and I get so much happy when I see them anywhere, like when they post on social media or that. I feel so connected to them. It's really good. It's a lot of effort for parents as well, because every month they have to bring their baby here, and then we take the picture. But it's amazing. We do different kind of setups for them. Some simple things also there, or monthly, if there it is monthly basis, something other going on that month, so we use that thing. Like February month we use something like Valentine touch, and January month, like in India there is a Sankranti, so kite and all like that thing, and then Holi is there, Diwali is there, Christmas is there. So we use all these elements in the session, and we try to capture like that.
So coming back to the business aspect of it, it is usually a belief that photography is a very expensive hobby. What is your take on it?
Yes, of course, it is really expensive because we had to invest a lot in our equipment, and those are not like that cheap. They are high end, from right from the lights, camera lights, soft boxes, and safety things. And of course we had to invest continuously, keep on investing in workshops and education and safety courses like that, so that we will be up top on our craft, and we can deliver the right thing to clients what they deserve.
Right.
So yes, that is expensive, Abhi.
So like these trends also, the equipments also keep, they keep outdated. The new equipments keep coming every now and then, and
Yeah.
the equipment that you bought this year is like outdated next year. Yeah. How do you keep track of it?
Main thing is our how we are taking the pictures, so how our views, and our how we are doing the settings. So I can do even now, I can do settings on my old camera, and I can deliver the same quality pictures now also. That is depending on you as well. Even if new cameras are keep adding up, it's not like we cannot take good pictures with the old one. All depends on the photographer and their skills.
So again, like for marketing, do you use any specific marketing strategy? Like word of mouth is the thing. Like
Yeah.
once somebody comes to you, word of mouth is very popular in for the photographers. But any other marketing strategies that you work on?
So yeah, word of mouth is the main thing for me. But yes, I go through social media as well. I post there regularly, and if some inquiries coming over there, I share my work with them, and sometimes they come through Google as well. Like I go like this, not that much, but yes, social media and Google.
But there are like many people, especially in US, there is a trend that, keeping the privacy and you cannot put our picture out there in the social media. Then how do
Mhm.
you deal with that? Like you do really good session and then the client say, oh no, you cannot post our pictures to the on the social media or you cannot show it to anybody. That does that frustrate you?
No, not at all, because I totally get them, because I know that world is not that safer place right now. And because of that, then I have the contract with me. Before every each and every session, I send them a contract, and in that I mention everything, all the things I need. And in that thing I mention this as well, that post few pictures on social media or magazine and competitions like that, if they like it. So if they doesn't want it, they'll call me back, message me back that Yogeshwari, we don't want our pictures on social media. I'll just simply take out that clause and I'll not post the pictures at all. If they're comfortable, then only I can do that.
Like a new photographer who is now starting new business, what can
Mhm.
like this kind of like having a contract in place, what kind of precautions do they need to take as a new photographer?
As a new photographer, they should have the patience. They should listen to the client. Listening to the client is the main key, because we understand so many things from there, how they are, how they want their session. And then having a particular contract is also important. Nowadays you can find so many contracts online. They can go through it, or they can go to CPA and they can make a contract, official contract for them. And yeah, having clear conversation is very important, right from starting from the inquiry. Step by step, they had to have clear conversations, and they had to be true to themselves, that if they are telling them to deliver like this, they should do that. And yeah, they should build that faith.
Nice, yeah. Well, thank you so much, Yogeshwari, for your time and all your inputs. It's really helpful, especially for the newcomers who are trying to get into the convert their passion into business. So this is
Yes.
very helpful. Thank you so much.
Thank you so much, Gayatri, for having me. It was really a pleasure talking to you.
Same
Thank
here.
you.